Hey guys, what I've got here is the Asus Dual GeForce RTX 3070 graphics card from NVIDIA. And what I'd like to do for you all today is talk about this card, talk about its features and what it can do, and talk about why I've bought it. And then we'll do an unboxing and we'll have a closer look at the card itself. Now in the future, once I've actually used this for a while, I will do some benchmarks and we will look at performance and noise, etc. But today I really just want to look at the card and show you what it's all about. So you can see in the box here that this is the OC edition, the overclock edition, and it comes with 8GB of VRAM, GDDR6, and it is capable of supporting PCI Express 4.0, but will also support 3.0, so don't worry if you've got an older motherboard. We've got some common NVIDIA 30 series features here, Ampere Arch, Ray Tracing, DLSS, but for me, the biggest feature of this is its design and its size. You can see here that this has 2 fans, it doesn't have 3. And that's actually quite unique right now. Most of the 30 series cards on the market right now are longer than this, and they have 3 fans. Now, I'm hoping that 2 fans doesn't mean that it's noisier. I'm hoping that's not the case. But I was really enticed by the fact that this is smaller than other cards on the market. It will fit into, for example, my Meshify C case a lot easier. And in the future, if I put this into an ITX build, for example, it will fit a lot easier than some of these larger cards on the market. For the meantime though, this is not going into my main PC and it's not going into my recording PC. This is actually going to go into an eGPU. So within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to pick up an eGPU, or 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to pick up an eGPU, and then when I actually do performance benchmarks for this card, I'll be able to look at benchmarks with PCI Express 3.0, 4.0, but also through Thunderbolt 3. With an eGPU setup. So that will help me see how much it throttles with an eGPU setup. So it'll be interesting to see how that performs. So you can see some of the features here, the Axial Tech fan design, protective backplate, that's common, dual BIOS, quiet and performance modes, and that's quite common now as well. Most of the graphics cards on the market do offer that now as well. It's got software there as well, the Asus GPU Tweak 2 application, but I would generally lean towards using MSI Afterburner instead. So if I jump over to the website, we can see those same features. But yeah, you can see this is the card itself, and it's still a big card. I mean, this is, I think it's 2.7 slots long, which I'll check that in the specs, but it's quite a thick, chunky card, but not as chunky as some others and not as long as some others in the market. 2 times fans, 2 times fun. That is top quality marketing. But you can see here, there's not a ton of RGB here, but you've just got a little on the side, which to me isn't a problem. I think it looks quite nice at the side. And we've got cooling here, 0 decibel technology, dual BIOS. I think it looks quite good. I do think it looks like a really nice card. Just quickly jump over to the specs here. I'll leave a link to all this so you can check it out yourself. But you can see here, as I said, 8GB of GDDR6 video RAM, and OC mode, which is boost clock, it goes up to 1755 or 1725 with the gaming mode, 5888 CUDA cores, 14 gigabits per second memory speed, and what else we got here? Important, well, you've got the maximum resolution there, but also you've got 5 ports in the back, I believe. Yes, we've got 2 HDMI 2.1, and we've got 3 display ports 1.4A. That's quite good, but the maximum display, as with all of these cards, is 4. So there's 5 ports, but you can only use 4 at the one time, which is still pretty impressive. So it looks really good, but again, like I was saying here, this is one of the reasons that I like this. And for people in the United States, anyone who uses inches, that's the length, that's the size in inches. But what I was interested here was this, 26.7. So this is like 26.7 centimeters, 267 millimeters. Certainly one of the smallest cards in the market. It still does require 750 watts, 2 8-pin connectors, and it's 2.7 slots, but I mean, that is a lot smaller than other cards. My 3090, the other one that I've got over there, the Gigabyte Aorus Master, that's like 320. It's a lot smaller, and it is one of the reasons that I wanted to go for this. So I like the size, I like the specs, and I really did like the price. I mean, £549 retail. I thought that was a fantastic price. But without further ado, let's get this open and we'll have a closer look at the card itself. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Look at that. right away it does look a lot smaller than other graphics cards which I've had in the past. It's got unpacking steps here. It's quite interesting. So it's telling you to take out the box. Here, you can see here, like unpacking steps. This is a really strange design compared to other boxes that I've opened. So the manual, a thank you card, etc. has fallen out of this kind of bottom slot. And it looks like we have to take this sticker off here. Ripping half the box off. This is a bit silly. And here we have the graphics card itself. This is it. I'll just quickly see what's in here. Nothing else in the box. So I've taken away the weird, unfriendly packaging so that we can have a closer look at the card itself. And this is it. This is the Dual 3070. Quite a simple design in many respects, but I do like it. From the front, you can obviously see the PCI Express connection there. We've got two fans, dual fan. You've got a little bit of RGB here, which will light up when you actually use the card. I guess if you're using a vertical GPU mount setup, this is maybe not the fanciest card to have, but I really do like the way that this will look if you connect it directly to the motherboard. This will all light up the Asus RGB, and then you've got GeForce RTX. Quite a nice design. You've got the two 8-pin connectors there, and that's your BIOS switch from, turn it around. That's your switch between quiet mode and performance mode. So the backplate looks solid. You can see the Asus branding there as well. Looks really good. Says Dual down there as well. And you've got all your inputs at the other side there. You can see them like that. So perhaps not the fanciest card on the market, but I do appreciate how much smaller this is. I do appreciate how much lighter it is as well. And if I bring my scales over, we can see that it is basically 1.1 kilograms, which is, what have we got here? 2 pounds, 6.8 ounces. So this is a lot lighter than other cards. In fact, in comparison to the 1390 Founders Edition card, which I've got, this is actually half the weight. And it does feel that when I'm, holding this, it does feel a lot lighter than the other cards that I've had recently. So design-wise, I do think it looks good. I do like the design of this. Let's get all that paper off. And this is what the graphics card looks like naked. The transparent plastic is gone. Looks a lot better now, of course. And you can now see that it says Dual at the side there. So thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate you watching this quick look and unboxing of the Asus DUAL-Fan GeForce RTX 3070 graphics card. In the future, I will look at benchmarks and performance, and I'll show you what this can actually do. But until then, thanks for watching. If you get any questions, please do leave a comment below. And until next time, take care.